Aharon therefore went to the altar and slaughtered the calf of the sin offering, which was for himself, and the sons of Aharon brought the blood to him, and dipped his finger in the blood, and put upon the horns of the altar, and poured out the blood at the bottom of the altar, of the fats and the kidneys, and the appendage above the liver of the sin offering. He burnt upon the altar, as the Lord commanded Moshe, and the flesh and the hide he burnt with fire outside the camp, and he slaughtered the burnt offering, and Aharon's sons presented to him the blood which he sprinkled round about upon the altar, and they presented the burnt offering to him, his pieces and the head, and he burnt them upon the altar, and he did wash the inwards with the legs, and burnt them upon the burnt offering of the altar, and brought the people's offering, and took the goat, which was the sin offering for the people, and slaughtered it, offered it for sin, as the first, and he brought the burnt offering, and offered it according to the prescribed manner, and he brought the meal offering, and took a handful of it, and burnt it upon the altar. Besides the burnt sacrifice of the morning, he also slaughtered the bullock of the ram for a sacrifice of the peace offering, which was for the people. And Aharon's sons presented to him the blood, which sprinkled on the altar round about, and the fat of the bullock, and of the ram, and the fat tail, which covers the inwards, and the kidneys, and the appendages of the liver. And they put the fat upon the breast, and he burnt the fat upon the altar, and the breast, and the right shoulder. Aharon waved for a wave offering before the Lord, as Moshe commanded. And Aharon lifted up his hand towards the people, and blessed them, and came down from offering the sin offering, and the burnt offering, and the peace offering. And Moshe and Aharon went into the tent of the meeting, and came out, and blessed the people in the glory to the Lord, and appeared to all the people. And there came a fire from out before the Lord, and consumed upon the altar the burnt offering, and the fat, which, when all the people saw, they shouted and fell on their faces, and Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aharon, took each of them his censer, and put fire in it, and put incense on it, and offered strange fire before the Lord, which he commanded them not. And the fire went out from the Lord, and devoured them, and they died before the Lord. And then Moshe said to Aharon, This is it, that which the Lord spoke, saying, I will be sanctified in them that come near me, and before all the people I will be glorified. And Aharon held his peace, and Moshe called Mishael and Elzaphan, the sons of Uzziel, the uncle of Aharon, and said to them, Come near, carry your brethren from before the sanctuary of the camp. So they went near and carried them in their coats of the camp, as Moshe had said. And Moshe said to Aharon and to Eleazar and to Itamar his sons, Let the hair of your heads not grow long, neither rend your clothes, lest ye die, and lest anger come upon all the people. But let your brethren, the whole house of Israel, bewail the burning of the Lord has kindled, and you shall not go out from the door of the tent of the meeting, lest you die. For anointing oil of the Lord is upon you. And they did according to the word of Moshe. And the Lord spoke to Aharon, saying, Do not drink wine or strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee, when you enter the tent of the meeting, lest you die. This shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that you may differentiate between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean, and that you may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord has spoken to them by the hand of Moshe. And Moshe spoke to Aharon and Eleazar and to Itamar and his sons that were left, Take the meal offering and the remains of the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and eat it without leaving beside the altar. For it is most holy, and you shall eat in its holy place, because that is thy due, and thy sons due from the sacrifices of the Lord made by fire. For so I am commanded, in the wave breast and hay shoulder shall you eat in the clean place, thou and thy sons and thy daughters with thee, for they are thy due, and thy sons' due, which are given out of the sacrifice of peace offering to the children of Israel. The heave shoulder and the wave breast, and they shall bring the offerings made by the fire of the fat, to wave it for a wave offering before the Lord, and shall be thine and thy sons with thee, as a portion forever. And the Lord commanded, and most diligently sought to go to the sin offering, and behold, it was burnt. And he was angry with Eleazar and Itamar and the sons of Aharon that were left alive, saying, Why have you not eaten the sin offering in the holy place, seeing it is most holy in the God, given it to you to bear the iniquity of the congregation, to make atonement for them before the Lord? Behold, the blood of it was not brought in within the holy place. You should indeed have eaten it, the holy place as they commanded. And Aharon said to Moshe, Behold, this day have they offered their sin offering and their burnt offering before the Lord, as such things have befallen me, that if I had eaten the sin offering today, should it have been accepted in the sight of the Lord? And when Moshe heard that, he was content. And the Lord spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying to them, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatever parts the hoof, and the cloven footed, and the shoes of the cud among the beasts, that shall you eat. Nevertheless, these shall you not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, the camel, because he chews the cud, but does not part the hoof. He is unclean to you. And the coney, because he chews the cud, does not part the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the hare, because he chews the cud, and does not part the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be cloven footed, that he chews not the cud, he is unclean to you. For their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch, they are unclean to you. These shall you eat of that which are in the waters, whatever has fins and scales in the waters, and the seas and the rivers, them shall you eat, and all that have not fins, scales in the seas, and